sponsored by i4Travel. In the run-up to i4Travel's flagship European show next week, some of the high-level executives and innovators speaking at the event share their thoughts on the current travel tech state of play and what's round the corner. Blockchain, hip, hyper, delivering an internet of value. A force for real change, says Day One keynoter David Brillembourg, CEO of Brillembourg Group. Blockchain and its underlying crypto-economic models will bring true innovation to the online travel space in three fundamental ways, he says. By truly connecting the travel community to hotel owners, and significantly reducing the premium charged by the OTAs, allowing the future selling of room nights, or other travel services through the use of smart contracts between travelers and hotels, thus opening a new model for the trade of services, and possibly of financing for providers, creating a true interconnected ecosystem of loyalty via connection between tokens. Brillembourg believes that, as the world of travel becomes tokenized, and it will, more and more services will be able to be bundled and exchanged by providers, aggregators, and travelers. Blockchain is, however, still a nascent technology, and scalability remains one of the major challenges. Maxim Ismailov, CEO of Winding Tree, which raised $16 million in its February initial coin offering, says the team is currently working towards solutions that accelerate transaction times. Winding Tree has signed partnership deals with firms that include Lufthansa, Air New Zealand and Nordic Choice Hotels, and now the industry is watching to see what happens next. Applications for blockchain are emerging daily, but Roland Berger consultant Jörg Esser, who is running a blockchain workshop on June 6, warns that while the technology can fuel fundamental transformation in business models and organizations, it will take time to prepare. His view is that companies think seriously about the possibility for blockchain to deliver an internet of value, as the technology matures. Mobile becomes mainstream but investment continues. Not that long ago mobile was top of mind, but thanks largely to Google, that shift is almost complete. A few years ago, the search giant changed its algorithm to boost the rankings of sites that displayed well on a mobile device, and recently has gone a step further, linking to the mobile site rather than the desktop version of many websites. Trainline, a platform for train journeys, has made significant investments into mobile, which now accounts for 80% of visits, says CEO Claire Gilmartin. She will be discussing the future of the $250 billion rail and coach market rail at i4Travel Europe. It continues to innovate in mobile, making around 200 changes a week, some small, some big, although data and voice are now another strategic focus. The firm launched a voice app late last year, and has leveraged data from the 9 billion entries in its data lake to launch features such as BusyBot, which informs travelers where there are empty seats on a train. Voice and data, the new mobile? From GDPR, to watching Mark Zuckerberg's awkward appearance at the congressional hearing about the Facebook Cambridge Analytica data sharing scandal, via Amazon Alexa coming under fire for secretly recording and inadvertently sharing a user's private conversation, AI, voice and data could not be more topical. Everybody may feel that they have heard enough already about GDPR, which came into force last week and has been clogging up inboxes across Europe, but it will remain an important issue. Looking ahead, Keith Dewey, a GDPR whiz and cybersecurity expert, says, now that the 25th of May frenzy has passed, we're looking forward to seeing companies taking a measured approach to data protection, aligned with the evolving laws and driven by management accountabilities. Hopefully the new legislation will create a real-world improvement for data subjects' privacy and security. However, while data protection may be the new mobile, many agree that voice search is going to fundamentally change everything. When you are in a vehicle that has no steering wheel or pedals, it is incredibly important that you can easily specify precisely where you want to go. You have got to have an address system that is built for voice, says Giles Rees-Jones, the chief marketing officer of What 3 Words, the winner of i4Travel startup. Bot Power and other shiny new travel tech. New technologies, including virtual and augmented reality, which depend heavily on reliable data, are also talk of the town. Doing more that talk about it is German hotel management companies GCH Hotels. Daniel Wisnia, a digital marketing consultant at GCH Hotels, is a strong believer in what new technologies can deliver, and especially in the power of 360-degree video. Working with Israeli startup Booster, GCH launched Emma, an AI-driven chatbot to deliver value to the customer at all stages of the traveler's journey, and is seeing amazing results. GCH also plans to create a virtual reality sites using VD Room technology for every one of its hotels, as it has done at Germany's Wyndham Duisburger Hof. Distribution, partnerships and brand power battles. No i4Travel show is complete without the usual discussions about how to survive in a world dominated by heavyweights. Tom Magnuson, CEO of the world's fastest-growing independent hotel chain Magnuson Worldwide, believes partnerships are the answer to some of the pressing challenges facing hotels, not least the rise of Airbnb. At our count, Airbnb supply would equal about 22% of UK hotel stock, says Magnuson, who relocated the headquarters of his company to the UK. Magnuson represents around 1,000 hotels and has recently signed a distribution partnership with China's state-owned hotel group Jinjiang, which owns Europe's Louvre Hotels. This makes the company the world's biggest hotel alliance, with over 8,000 hotels and 800,000 rooms worldwide. Through this partnership, Magnuson Worldwide is working to develop a common global platform. Game, says Magnuson, is to have something a bit like the hotel version of an airline marketing alliance, where the three groups sell inventory across their respective territories. NH Hotels is another that relies heavily on preferred partnerships, particularly in its B2B operations, says keynoter Nicola Curso, the company's VP of Business Development. NH Hotels operates what it calls the 10th of October 10 value proposition: 10% commission for rooms, meetings. Says Curso, there are always a set of parameters and most partnerships are tailor-made. We really try to understand the mutual benefits and provide incentives by, for example, offering incremental commissions when targets are met. This article by i4Travel appears as part of the TNOOZ-sponsored content initiative. Image from Pixabay.